Hey, this is Vu, and today I'm going to take a look at one of the problems that if you're a newer or lower level player and you watch my content, you are incredibly likely to actually have trouble with. And it's the reality that you need to get over the mechanics hump before you can really start utilizing the more intricate or deeper levels of gameplay or even things that you see in other people's videos. You really need to be going in there and grinding out game after game to get these things beneath you before you can focus on anything else. Because the reality is, when you start out and you're just playing, you have to focus on so many things. It's all incredibly overwhelming. You have to worry about keeping your crosshair constantly at the head level. You have to worry about, your recoil pulling down when you shoot. You have to be thinking, in this situation that's completely new to me, do I push up? Do I fall back? Do I pull out a nade? Do I not pull out a nade? These are the very base mechanics that you need to have beneath you before you can start thinking about how to isolate an angle in a 1v1, outplaying someone, fake planting, all these types of things. You need to get past the idea that the game is overwhelming to you, and the only way to get past the game being overwhelming with all the information it's throwing at you from round to round is to grind the game out. So I'm going to show you a demo here from a guy called Darth Dog. He's a viewer that submitted a demo, and he's in, I believe, the Nova range of ranks. And he does understand a lot of the things. I've talked to him before. A lot of the things that I'll say that are problems with him, he absolutely understands, but you can clearly see that he does not have the mechanics behind him to really need a demo review. And if you ever ask me for a demo review, which you can certainly do, I do demo reviews for anyone that subs to me on Twitch. If you ever ask for a demo review and your game looks like this, all I can possibly tell you is to work on your mechanics. Just grind the game out until you get that foundation beneath you that you can actually start to add in these little spices of extra gameplay, of extra information. So the first thing you're going to notice here is by the time he gets onto A plat, you can already see what the problems are. He's not confident in his movement. He's not certain of his character model's size. You can see from the way he's jumping around the corner. He's not certain of the size of the character model or the way it moves. So he's weirdly taking these angles wide, and I could tell by the time he got here that he was, Nova rank or a lower level rank for sure. And the way he clears angles as he makes his way over to mid is not with purpose. He's so focused, he's thinking to himself here, they're hitting out B. What do I do when they hit out B? Do I flank through tunnels, or do I go through mid doors? He's probably never been in this situation before. He's probably never experienced this. He needs to think it through in his head. Which one do I do? Then he starts to go into that motion, and he goes, oh shit, someone might actually be top middle right now. I should actually look over there. But if someone was actually top middle, look at the way he cleared this. I call this an obligation clear, okay? Because if someone was actually top middle, he's actually going to die to that player. He's not actually clearing it because what he's thinking in his head is, do I go tunnels or do I go outdoors? Or maybe he's thinking, are they really hitting B? Then he's thinking, do I go tunnels or do I go outdoor? And it's so overwhelming to him right now, he realizes I should be checking top middle. But it's a little bit late to do that because he's already in the middle of the open. So he does a very lazy, attempted clear. And you're going to see very similar things as he makes his way through. You can see when he's not overwhelmed with information coming at him, he is clearing the angles somewhat better. But when he's overwhelmed, when information is flowing in quickly, that's when he has problems. And you can see he slowly clears that angle, finds a kill, takes a very long time to swing around again because he's not comfortable with the game. He's getting overwhelmed, and he's not able to fluidly move between crosshair placement, between shooting, between moving while shooting, between recoil control, between all of these certain things. You don't need to have any of this extra play down perfectly, but you need to be able to fluidly slide between moving, stopping, shooting, clearing angles, and all while processing the information going on around you to know how you want to react before you really work on other things. And the question is, what level are you going to be at before you really get those things down? Well, probably by the time you get those things down, these are the things that people talk about as the fundamentals that you need to get down before you make your way into, global elite or something. Probably by the time you get to MGE or around there, you probably have these down to a respectable level. And if you're you're around that area, you probably can focus on bringing other aspects into your gameplay. But in reality, in my opinion, when you're at these lower levels, don't focus on doing crazy, clever plays. Focus on the fundamentals and grind the damn game out. Play game after game until you get there. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.